Yes. So if you look up climate change story, Purple House, if you go to Highway Learning, which Brendan Kavanagh is his website at the end, you should be able to find it on Highway Learning, and there's a few other films that he's put together as well. Well, it's mainly to the rangers of the first point, so it's being shared through social media. There's a big ranger conference, Indigenous Desert Alliance Ranger Conference, which is happening in Uluru in November. So it'll be getting screened there, and they'll have a couple of hundred rangers from around the desert with that. And I saw that the Kimberley Land Council picked it up and shared it. It's sort of doing a bit of organic sharing, but yeah, it'll be featuring at the Indigenous Desert Alliance Conference, and then hopefully getting out there more. I think there's an Indigenous climate film festival or something like that. It'd be good to get it on the bill there. So, and share it around, check it out, and we'll put the link up as well to share it.
Hi,
G'day.
Thanks. I'm sorry if this is the wrong question.
There's no wrong question.
Well, it might be. When I watched that, it kind of looked a little bit simple and a little bit idyllic. And I'm thinking, okay, solar panels on roofs, bit of shade, talking about this culturally appropriate housing, put up some fences, and we're there. Like, is it that simple? And if it's that simple, why aren't we there? And if it's not that simple, how do we uncomplicate it?
Agreed. And I think it's a hard story to be able to have with people, particularly in a short amount of time. Like this project was really about, the IDA wanted to work with the Purple House to get a film out there to help tell the story. And the main story is we need to be working together to be able to deal with this. And so that's why it's called, originally it was called The Climate Change Story, and we changed to A Climate Change Story because it was actually about it not being that way, but be able to say, well, look, this is how this imaginative community came up with and made their lives a bit easier. But yeah, I think it's a hard story to tell, to be able to say, well, look, if we don't do this, if we don't get the bigger systems of climate change and emissions down, well, we're facing 6 degrees. It's a harder conversation to have with people who are already having hard lives. So I think that this was a starting point. This isn't the end. It's just more a starting point of conversation in terms of how we move forward, because yeah, it's not just going to be fixed with that. Lives will be a little bit easier and a little bit more resilient. But ultimately, the biggest systems is where we need to actually be targeting our advocacy efforts. And that's comes down to governments and big business and people-led change.